Hello, everyone. I am going to be talking about Greece's entry for Eurovision this year. We're talking about the song called Supergirl, all caps with that pink exclamation point I. And we have the artist Stefania. She is the performer. When I saw the styling of the title of this song and I saw it was called Supergirl, and also I saw that the performer is only like 16 or 17 years old, I was definitely getting somewhat junior Eurovision vibes from that idea. I was sort of like, oh gosh, this is cute, but it's a little bit on the childish side of things. But I try not to write it off too much because, I'm all for kind of like family friendly empowerment. Like, that's just, it's actually kind of refreshing to see something like I'm a Supergirl not be over sexualized in a way. It's nice to kind of keep it Disney Channel, keep it teen friendly and fun like that. And so what we have the music video. As far as I'm aware, I do not believe there has been a live performance yet of this song, but I might be wrong on that as I'm filming this, but I haven't seen it. So we have the music video, which was our exposure to this song. And this is a really upbeat, in your face, pop banger type track. The production is very edgy. It sounds a little Middle Eastern in its instrumentation. And so it's got that exotic flair. And so what we're really served is a Eurovision bop that I think a lot of people are riding on board with, that I think suffers from some poor mixing. Stefania's vocals are, maybe not so fully developed. And maybe that just comes with being younger, and some, people, it just takes more training to like really get sort of a fuller belt coming from their voice. But maybe also it's just the song itself is not really allowing her to lean into that. But particularly in the verses, this is issue occurs. It's actually just in the mix really, really hard to decipher her vocals. They're very soft. And obviously, the way she's delivering it's not a very powerful delivery. It's softer, it's more understated, and so it really struggles to rise out above all the bass and all of the stuff that's going on in the background. And so I think that really detracts from those parts of the song for me. I have a hard time feeling a sense of buildup. And then all of a sudden, we have this amazing pre chorus where we finally get her vocals center stage. Nothing can stop me. No. That's the best part of the song. It seals the deal for me before we, dive into a bit of a cop out chorus, sort of EDM drop situation, which I was 100% expecting. I was not surprised. I could just tell that's where the song was going. The EDM flavors were all there. And yet she delivers the I'm a Supergirl in the right spots to kind of keep her voice in the mix. She doesn't get completely drowned out there. Like I said, it's just when we dive back into the verses that issue really comes up. And so I think that's just a bit of shame. It's a studio cut though. So maybe when the performance is live, there is going to be a better, balance between, the aggressive instrumental that's coming in pretty much right from the beginning and her delivering those verses, so that there's a bit of an better equal pairing. And so I just hope that she really has that, same energy and charisma that she has in the music video on stage. I really hope that, like I said, this song is not over sexualized in any way. I hope that there's, a little bit more of a, fun, innocent, high school setting in the staging. I like that, it's cuter like that, and I think that um, is important to sort of counterbalance, the entries like Serbia, for example. It's great to have, the more sort of, provocative stuff, but it's also great to see, a feminist song that's like, more family friendly, so to speak, and broad in appeal. I think most people will, young and old, kind of find it endearing, because I think she just exudes this like infectious energy, and it seems just like such a likable performer. And so I think that ultimately, I actually don't think that this song came out to be nearly as cringy as I expected it would. And so I'm feeling relatively hopeful about how this song will finish. I do think this song will qualify. Greece has been really serving quality. And so I do not see Greece, I see Greece taking this contest very seriously, and I'm proud to see that. And even though I still think last year's entry was miles better than this song, I still think that this song is definitely competent. The energy of, she will persist, she will overcome. I think that there's a lot of parallels with Latvia's entry with still I'm Still Breathing. I can see in the staging, I'm Still Breathing is a bit more adult. It's dealing with motherhood, it's dealing with, grown woman kind of things and chores that women have to deal with, but also like tackle the patriarchy and stuff while they're doing all of those things. And Supergirl is more innocent, like kind of the teenage version of that. So it's singing about, like going to school, but also pursuing your dreams and finding your voice. And for Stefania herself, this is about, her own journey of being like book smart student, but also wanting to be a superstar pop singer and like trying to realize she could maybe do both. She doesn't have to sacrifice one for the other. Stefania is also part Dutch, by the way, just as an interesting little tie-in. And so I think that this package will be sold really well to us on stage. I really am not worried about, the production that I think we're going to get, which I hope it is quite a production. And I do hope we've got some props. I do hope we've got, some setting on this stage to sort of tell the story and show like what these women are really singing about when they mean like taking on all these tasks at once and having to feel all these pressures from society to be one thing when they want to be something else, and being, this diamond in the rough, like trying to break free from oppressive forces and the patriarchy, like all these things I could see, tied in a little bit more of a Hollister or like Abercrombie and Fitch than, like I said, Latvia's entry, which is a lot more sort of austere and grown up. But like I said, there's no reason for both of these songs not to shine, I think. And we really need those messages, of course, at Eurovision. So I love to see it. Yeah, I mean, personally, is this song in my top 10 right now? That's a hard one for me to say. It's hard. Again, with this year and the entries that we have, there's so many middle of the road songs that I don't feel like are easily dropping right to the bottom, but are also not shooting right to the top. So unfortunately, this song is having a little bit of a hard time, jumping out at me as something that's like, oh my goodness, like that's one song I have to make sure I really root for. If this song doesn't do that, there's other songs that I also feel like deserve its spot. So it's in a bit of a hard space for me where I like it, but I don't like it enough to want to fight for it, like against other songs that are also great or maybe a little better. So, I do think it will qualify again, but it's not a given, but I do think it will. And I just, I want to see her succeed, and I think she will do really well. But it's competitive, this year. I think it's pretty competitive. So anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you on my next one. Please give a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more content. You know the whole drill. I'll see you on my next video. Peace, love, and light. Bye.